Among Disney ticket price raises, Universal's over here saying, you know what? We got a great deal for you. Yeah, that's right. Universal has a fantastic deal going on right now. So you hear about Disney raising prices. They have Genie Plus, Lightning Lanes, blah, blah, blah. Universal's over here like, hey, guess what?
That's great, YouTube. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Hey,
Yeah.
guess what? We got this thing over here. It's called 2 free days when you buy 2 park tickets. And guess what? Add on Volcano Bay for $35.
So I think my theory is correct. I think Universal Resort is really stepping up their game, and they see this as an opportunity. As soon as I think Disney announced something simple like removing of the Magical Express, I knew that guests would be so upset about it that I think Universal really thought that's an opportunity to get some people to recognize that they've stepped up their game and they're adding things here that might be worth your while. I think that cleanliness at the park has been exceptionally, before you would go into Universal and I think immediately you'd see the difference just with cleanliness.
Right.
Now, I think...
Now, I don't know if it's that Universal has stepped up their cleanliness game or Disney's has come down a level.
I don't know. I think Universal really is seeing an opportunity, and they're doing extra things that they haven't done before. Even to the team members, I have encountered years ago. I know when we started going to Universal a long time ago, I would say the team members are not as friendly as Disney cast members, and you just automatically recognize that you weren't in a magical place. And now I see the opposite. I feel like a lot of the team members there go above and beyond and do things that I don't remember seeing before.
Now, I don't want to say Disney's bad because it's not. Like, it is expensive to go there, but it's expensive to do anything nowadays. The thing that I think Universal is doing a good job at is they're trying to, and we talked to somebody who works at Universal, and this is what their philosophy is. They're trying to make it where it used to be you'd go to Disney and add on a day at Universal, right? You go to Disney, you'd plan your vacation, you'd stay at a Disney resort, you'd have all your dining reservations at Disney, you'd go to the Disney parks a bunch of times, and you'd say, you know what, let's check out Universal for a day. They're trying to make it where they want you to go to Universal and then check out Disney. And I think they're doing it really smartly because Universal is a place you can go spend, I don't know if you could spend a week there, but you could definitely spend 3 or 4 days and have a lot of fun doing different things and then go to Disney for a day or 2.
See, I disagree with you. I do think you can spend a week there because I'm a big advocate on separating park time with pool time and relaxation. So I like to do a park, then relax, then a park again. I think that helps me kind of marinate what I saw at the park the day before. So if I have a pool day or just a day to lounge and explore the resort and what the resort has to offer, it just helps me appreciate the next day and plan a little better. And I think that's why they're doing this exceptional ticket. I think they're basically forcing it upon you to try out one of their parks, knowing or banking on the fact that you're going to really love it. You're going to go to Volcano Bay and say, wow, this
or you're going to, just like you said, you're going to say, all right, you know what? I'm buying 2 days. I'm getting 2 days for free. I'm going to add Volcano Bay on for $35.
Yeah.
I might as well stay at a Universal Resort.
I mean, no brainer there, right? Because the parks are right there, especially with some of them, you get to walk right into Cabana Bay. So, I mean, you get to walk right into Volcano Bay. So it makes it so much easier for you to make it an exclusive, inclusive
right.
vacation. So I think that they're smart. Their marketing game, their kind of strategy here, especially now knowing that they're going to be opening up a third park. I think they're banking on trying to get you hooked. I do think it's still a park that gears towards older crowds. I think just
older, taller, thinner.
Yeah, and that bums me out. You know, I don't like to exclude anybody, so that's kind of unfortunate. But maybe Epic Universe will have more of an inclusive attractions that everyone can ride. That would be great to see.
Definitely.
But I think even down to like the resort boats, you know, that you have rock and roll music playing. Sometimes you don't necessarily want your kids hearing that at 11 p.m. You know, you don't want to get them all crazy again and hyper. So that's why I think it's more geared to older crowds, but it's a great place.
I think you said it on a different podcast that we did, which the links are below this video if you want to check those out. Universal is a place to have fun.
Yes.
Disney is a place where the magic still happens.
Right.
And if you have kids that are young, Universal is probably not going to be a great place for you. But if you have teenage kids or adults, you can make a Universal vacation a whole week vacation.
So this deal is double the good times and get 2 days free, has an asterisk on it, with a two-park 2-day ticket. Enjoy 4 days of thrills at Universal Florida and Universal Islands of Adventure when you purchase a 2-park 2-day, 1 per park per day, park-to-park ticket. So you add Universal's Volcano Bay for just $35 more, and they say experience, quote, all 3 amazing Universal Orlando theme parks.
In my opinion as well, I think that staying at a Universal resort, if you are going to Universal, right? If you stay at a Universal resort, it's way easier to get to the Universal properties staying at a Universal resort than it is staying at a Disney resort going to Disney properties.
Well, they're more condensed.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so it's a lot easier. The boats, the transportation system, especially if you stay at a place like Cabana Bay and you go to Volcano Bay, you can walk right in.
True.
That's amazing. The only place you can really think about doing that is either the side entrance at Epcot, which isn't even that close.
Right.
Still a hike. Or if you go to the Grand California in California Adventure.
Right. The Grand Californian. Yeah. That's how I feel. I think also kind of makes it more intriguing, setting something up like this for sure.
So in my opinion, we've gone to Universal. We started the podcast not this podcast today, but in the past with when our kids were young being like, I don't know about Universal. But as our kids got older and they want to experience more.
We called it the park that shall not be named forever.
That's because our kids, we were in that demographic of our kids were too little to go on anything.
They couldn't and were too young to appreciate Wizarding World. So they really didn't understand or had read any of the Harry Potter books. I hadn't read them yet either. So we were really not in that zone. And then one day we just decided, let's try it. And it wasn't the greatest still, and it continued to be the park that shall not be named. But I think after the pandemic, things really are shifting at Universal for the better. And I really hope that others can see what I see, and hopefully I'm not crazy.
No, listen, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
And everybody has their own opinion.
Sure.
And with Epic Universe opening, it's not going to be real close to the other parks, but it is another park that Universal's adding and more experiences for people to do. And I think that, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to have these 2 rival parks so close together because it keeps each other's on their toes.
It keeps them pushing the envelope. I think that's why Cosmic Rewind is one of the best all-time, most amazing attractions on the planet. I think that you can think some of that, or give some credit to the rival park because obviously they want to compete and be better than. So I think they've exceeded that.
Listen, for us, this is great because Disney raises its prices and Universal says, hey, this is an opportunity which benefits us to get a cheaper price to go have some fun.
Right. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
Not at all. So let me know in the comments below, question of the show. How many times have you been to Universal? If it's 0, great. Put it in the comments it's been 0. And if you need some help, there's all kinds of links for us to help you in the comments below. You can join Club UTM, get some free swag, extra podcasts, all that good stuff. Everything that we talked about is in the links in this video below. Question of the show. How many times have you been to Universal? See you next time, everybody.